Good evening and happy Mother's Day. It is 7:49 p.m. on May the 12th of 2019. And it's been a beautiful day. I hope everyone else has had a beautiful day, a beautiful Mother's Day. I just shared some pictures. Just look at this face in the clouds. It is dark. The clouds were dark outside. And this is not the first time I've captured an image like this. I've captured this image while at work, something quite similar to this. When there was a really bad storm coming, I stepped out the door one late afternoon, and it was an image like this that I captured in the clouds. These are intelligent life that are up there, and they are, I know it may sound strange. I know it may sound strange, but these are up there, and they do have these dark, cloud-like things coming out of their mouth. They make the clouds, these dark clouds. I don't know how they do it, but they do it because this is around the third or fourth time that I've saw them in a photo. Hello and good afternoon and happy Mother's Day to all the mothers and grandmothers and mothers to be. Yeah. I think it's pretty interesting. And no, I do not think this is Project Bluebeam. I really don't think this is Project Bluebeam. And we can see other faces up here in the clouds. I know that we have these that appear in the UFO, in the tornado, like the big eyes for windows and stuff. But these, like, see, here's some square eyes down here. But these are in the sky all the time, it's seeming like. It's seeming like they're always in the sky. You see a man's face? Well, there are many faces when you look up in the sky that people see. Really, all you have to do is look for two evenly spaced eyes. Happy Mother's Day to you too, Patty, honey. Happy Mother's Day. Yeah, there's a lot of faces. Good afternoon. Hola. Hola. Buenas noches. Guten Abend. Bom dia. Yes. Now, see here, of course, the sky did not look exactly like this, but you can see the face. You can see the face and the darkness coming out. You can see other faces up here behind, and they also have things coming out of their mouths too. Now you may say, now this is all too much for you to take in. Well, I'm sorry. Yeah, I think they're all over the sky. I really do think they're all over the sky, and they do play a role in the weather. I'm pretty sure they play a role in the weather, whether they are UFOs or intelligent life up there in the sky that are responsible for creating the rain, the snow, the storms. They're up there. They really are. And yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of faces. There really are. The sky is loaded with them. See, and if you look at this, you can see all kinds of eyes looking back at you, and they're little bitty heads and stuff. And they move extremely fast too. I've seen them before in my yard, running behind a cloud, then running right back in front of the cloud. Excuse me. Yeah, but they are all in the sky. And no, I'm not afraid of these. I really am not. I'm just thinking, you know, look, they're looking back at us. You look at them and they're looking at you. And it reminds me of a song that says, I was looking back to see if you were looking back to see. I was looking back to see if you were looking back at me. You were cute as you could be, standing looking there at me. And it was clear to see that I enjoyed your company. Something like that. So that's what I think of every time I see these in the sky. Because they're looking at us. They're looking back at us. Yes, they do shapeshift. They shapeshift into different shapes, but you can always see, look at that, perfect window-like eyes, square-like eyes up here. Yeah, we do live in a different, well, we live in the same world, but the veil is thinning. The veil is definitely thinning. Yeah, you can now look. If you look at this, this could look like a great big head of an extraterrestrial. It really could look like the big head of an extraterrestrial. But you see, there's all tiny little faces. That's really what there are. Yeah, here is me looking at you, looking at me, song. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know all the words, but I know some of the words, so I try to sing it anyway. Isn't the HARP project that controls the weather? Well, what happened to the weather before HARP ever came into existence? We still had weather. They've had storms throughout the ages for thousands of years, and I don't think HARP was around thousands of years ago. Yeah, okay. Now see, you can see another face down here. And these are pretty big. They really are pretty big. Look how big this one is. Oopsie. Yeah, this one it's pretty big in the sky. You can see like a part of an eye here, a part of an eye here. I call them eyes. Well, Beverly, it may look kind of creepy to someone who just now sees it or whatever, but if you've been looking at these for quite a while, like some of us have, and you may have, but you still may have come to the conclusion that it looks creepy. I don't think it looks creepy. I don't. It's quite interesting, and it's quite fascinating to know what's up there in the sky. Because they are definitely up there, and I do not think it's a part of Project Bluebeam. I don't think these are Project Bluebeam up here making these clouds, but there are some who do think that, and you know, that's fine. But I wouldn't totally dismiss this. You can see all kinds of faces up there. Yeah. But just look at that. They literally do. They can spew a lot to make it dark in the sky. And you know, it looks like down here there could be like, this could be like a great big one, and this could be like babies, little babies, because these heads are a lot smaller down here. They are a lot smaller. You know, there could be families up there. There literally could be families up there, a different life form up there in the sky, and I'm serious. There really could be families just like we have, but yet they are a different life form. And I don't think it's far-fetched to think this, because something is up there, and I don't like to just call them something or an it, because that is life. There is life. It's moving, it's living, they're moving. They are life, and either if they're artificial intelligence, it's still a life form. Yeah, there is life. There really is. Well, you could look like a cat to you. It could look like a cat to you. Well, you're welcome, and you know, and I'm sure if these are families, I'm sure that, you know, they're very protective of their children, just like we are very protective of our children. And, you know, if they have families, they might even have relatives up there. You know, they'd have little brothers or sisters. Yeah. Hello, Sean. I know it is. I know it's wild. It seems wild. It seems wild, but you know that it is what it is. Up there in the sky, there is life up there, right there. And I don't know if they have a body. I really don't know if they have a body, but I know they have eyes. I know there's gobs of them. I know there's big ones, and I know there's little ones. Like, look how tiny this one is. Hola! Hola! Hello. Hola. Hello to everyone. Yeah, I'm sure there's thousands upon thousands. This may be their world. This may be their world where they live. It really may be. Well, obviously it is, because they're up there in our skies. And you know, they are rainbow colors. I think that they also probably help make the rainbows. Yeah. Well, Paul, you know, it is, it's very, very plausible, because we're not the only life. And they, you know, they probably look at us thinking, they look so strange. What are they doing? You know, the things we do outside and stuff, some things may seem silly, but, and no, I don't get any negative feeling from up here looking at this photo. I don't get any negative feeling when I'm out there looking at the sky. I do get a negative feeling when I see these really black cloud, like wispy things, a dark gray. And yeah, I feel the energy off of that, but not off of here. I don't feel no negative energy. I wanted to point out, oh yeah, right here. Now this does, right here, this does kind of sort of look like an extraterrestrial with the high head in the back, and I don't know what type it would look like. You can look at these photos yourself and examine them a lot more, but it does look like there's like little purple things coming out of the head. But that does, it looks like hola, saludos. Yeah, this does look like an extraterrestrial that I've seen. There are smaller faces right here, and if anyone thinks they know which one this might look like, you know, feel free to write it down. Just look right here. They're literally like clustered together here in this cloud, and they have to hide. They literally have to hide because I think they're very, very, I think they're very bashful of humans. They are, because of the reaction to something new, something that we are unfamiliar with. You know, who knows? Yeah, I wouldn't want to be up there in that sky. I wouldn't want to be one of them up there and then have someone here on earth shouting obscenities and calling me bad names. I would not want that, especially if I had not done a thing in the world to them. I wouldn't like it. I wouldn't. Yeah, so if you're just tuning in, I posted a few pictures. And there's faces in the clouds. Wow, look at this one down here. That doesn't, that looks a little different to me. But that's okay. That is okay. We're here to learn. We're here to see what's out there. We really are. We're here to see things that we don't normally see every day. Jody, yeah, we are like cave people to them, because they've been around longer than we have. They really have. Hello, Maria.